I'm nearly halfway through John's journal already for my reactions. I'm not going to look forward to retiring this. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. My name is Craig. We are back with some more of The Boys. We are on the penultimate episode, finally. Episode 7. To say I'm excited is an understatement. I say it every week, and I'm going to continue to say it because the show is amazing. Last time on The Boys, we got some more insight into a tiny little bit insight into Homelander with the blue blanket. We got to see a little bit of him as a baby, as a child, but we didn't really get any further knowledge after that. Starlight and Huey became close. They had their first kiss. Huey has finally kind of, I won't say moved on, but he's allowed himself to get close to Starlight now, after what happened with Robin. Starlight fought back against Stillwell for herself, and unfortunately Stillwell is pretty good at what she does, and she made the Deep come out and basically flip the story a little bit to say that he thought it was consensual, and now he's kind of outed, but Stillwell has Starlight back where she wants her, so that kind of sucks. We found out Kimiko's name through the way of Mesmer, which was Haley Joel Osment. Very cool to see him. We got to see Tara Reid and Billy Zane and Seth Rogen as well. We had a lot of special guests last time. And the guy, I can't remember his name, the guy who was doing marketing for Vought, he lost his dick having sex with a soup called Ice Princess. That was the gist. It was a crazy episode. I don't really know what to expect. A lot of these episodes have gone different ways than I expected. Like, we have a lot of stuff happening now, and I feel like the last 2 episodes are going to be fucking insane. Specifically because Homelander now has all of their faces, right? They've all been outed, including Huey, and he should recognize Huey. I think he did recognize Butcher in the last episode as well, because him and Butcher had that awesome stare down moment a few episodes ago. I think that was episode 3 or 4, wasn't it? It was during the race, but theoretically, this episode should be them, or Homelander and them, IDing everybody, right? And shit should be crazy. And then we also have Butcher upset with Huey because of him getting close to Starlight after he's saying not to. He was trying to get him away from the soups and making him hate all of them. So I'm assuming this episode is going to be crazy. Other than that, I don't know what to expect. I don't know how they're going to combat this, I don't see them killing Homelander. I don't see them killing Homelander this season. But how do you resolve this? Unless they can think of a way to neutralize him, like Superman has his kryptonite. Does Homelander have a weakness? We haven't seen a weakness from any of them so far. Could they derive something, some temporary or permanent depowering through the V? I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know how they're going to resolve stuff. But we're going to find out. Let's find out now. 8 years ago. Oh, this is 2012. Oh shit, could this be... What happened to... What's her name? Translucent. Becca? Oh shit, this is it. This is going to be the Becca story, right? He's looking good without the beard. He's looking good with the beard too, though, as well.
Yes, that too.
So he might recognize him from that.
Great to me. How the fuck does he walk around in that sweaty fucking wetsuit all day long? Balls mashed up against the
Fuck, man, I didn't know they were going to be so close and that they met before. That's... Oh, is he... Oh, man, he's tailing them. Oh, shit. Well, they're all in now. I hope he brought sunglasses. Was I right? I don't know. She kept it in check. Thank God. Huey was nearly blind.
I need to know that the hotel is a nice thing and not a red flag thing.
Oh.
No red flags.
I hope she doesn't find out and just bolt. He needs to tell her, right? He's telling her not half truths. He's telling her truths, but bits of the whole story. Whenever she questions stuff, he's got to recognize him and Huey, right? Oh, He's got it. Oh.
To make my own food?
There's a Dairy Queen too.
Like blizzards and stuff?
You betcha.
He has to cook his own food.
You need 3,000 calories an hour or you're gonna pass out.
Jesus. Like the Flash. This is it. Oh, Starlight's gonna see Huey.
I missed you guys.
Oh,
Just wanted to
shit.
see your smiling faces.
Black Noir.
Take a seat, buddy. Maybe a
Surely he
tough love.
has to know why Butcher is doing this. So would he bring it up
It means
if he raped her?
sloppy. Not you, Noir. You've been great. But the rest of you,
Oh, shit.
Why? Is this a joke? Why is Huey up there?
the leg of yours is still scrambled, huh?
He knows. He's after piecing it all
Why
together.
not? Deep.
Whoa.
Keep those hands down by your sides. Miss.
Oh.
Sit down.
Oh, Jesus. Black Noir just don't give a fuck. He's just... He's just sitting back and watching it all. I love Black Noir. And he hasn't said a word.
If you were in my position,
Oh.
what would you do to you?
He has some stare, doesn't he?
Homelander. So back off. Leave her alone.
Nice, Maeve. Nice.
Wow. Starlight.
I'd be interested to see how Star's power level, how she stacks up next to Homelander, you know? She's meant to be powerful as well.
You don't stir.
Ooh, they're baking. Unreal.
I don't think I can do this anymore.
Do what?
This. I managed to go my whole life without seeing someone die horribly, and now I'm up to about a half dozen. So I think I'm good.
Please. You're a fucking killer. You.
Is this?
So much time obsessing about me, am I right?
Oh, no.
Dead?
Oh, hey, 20 minutes. I'm gonna burst on like a fucking pinata. Do you understand me? Just like I did your girlfriend.
Yeah, I got it.
Alone. If I catch
You fucking idiots had to go to Mesmer. Fuck me.
He was fucking right, though.
Thank you. I don't know what that shit is. Oh, you don't? So, you don't mind if I do this?
What? Fuck! What the fuck is wrong with
I have a bigger dose. I have a real dose hidden somewhere outside. Let him go. I hand it over, then you can do whatever you want with me.
Oh, nice.
What's better, the rush or knowing that?
And what about Popclaw? She had a name too. Charlotte.
You fucking killed her.
Good thing in my life is gone now. How does this not all start with you, Huey? The only difference between you and me is that I made a mistake. The shit that you did was on purpose.
You fucking killed her.
First.
Oh.
You know, you're right. It would have been stupid to come along.
Unreal. Oh my god. His leg is in bits. That was the best thing I've seen in this whole show. I fucking hate A-Train.
I was just wondering if you knew what happened to her.
No, I just assumed that she quit.
Quit.
Is there
Did he rape her?
any particular reason?
I mean, there is
But you go be mommy.
a doppelganger in this show, but I don't know what angle. Like, why would they do that? Why would... She knows something. She fucking knows something. Is there something fishy going on?
Look at those gills. Oh my god, that's so...
Oh, she has her hand in him. That's
Stop,
gross.
Stop.
Come on, it's just my pinky.
No, I said it hurt.
Now he's getting raped in a different type of way. That's fucked up and nasty. What did I just watch? Oh shit, he found Mesmer. You done fucked up, AA Ron.
It was Homelander.
Oh. Oh shit. Oh, this is such a cool way to show the flashback.
Please, I have a daughter. No.
Oh. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, we've never seen that butcher face before. Oh my god. Fucking hell.
Not long after that, Rebecca went missing and has remained so ever since.
So
One way or
we
another, Mr. Butcher, I believe Homelander was involved.
don't know the whole story.
Homelander.
My name is Mallory. I'm the person who can get you payback.
Oh shit. So it is all fucking connected.
You can call me Uncle Billy.
He ain't your uncle, honey. He ain't nothing to you.
Good to see you.
She didn't bring you Homelander's head on a plate, and you blew the whole fucking thing up. How am I doing so far?
Nah, mate. Way off.
Bullshit, Butcher.
He fucking knows him, man.
So hot, just please call her.
It's their only play. What else can they do? At least it'll be a fuck you to Vought and it will create shit there, you know? And then they won't only have to deal with them. Oh shit, that's the guy from the flashback.
Surprise.
He looked at him through the door, right?
Thought I'd drop in on you.
You want to know about Rebecca Butcher? You went to Stillwell about her because you knew that'd tip over the first domino. Well, it led to me.
Oh shit, man, he's on top of
Just
things.
ask. With your child.
Pregnant.
Oh my god.
The baby clawed its way out of her. The blood lived all of 10 seconds. Drowned in its mother's blood.
Fuck.
Not in a cold lab with doctors.
And yet, I turned out great.
When I think what it's done to you, you're my greatest failure.
Oh.
All right, easy, lads, easy.
Yes. Haha.
Deputy Director. Monique, I'm sorry.
I never want to see you again, Marvin.
Oh no.
Come here, baby. Oh. Daddy loves you, okay? You're gonna be safe with Mommy.
You and your corporation are fucked. Unequivocally, unilaterally fucked. I mean, I get it. Jamming illegal drugs into baby's arms. I mean, that doesn't quite have the
face.
same ring. And that's not even the worst.
Hey! Please, motherfucker! What you doing? Kill him!
Oh, they're gonna need Vought now.
Okay, I know this is so fucked.
You were the only thing, Huey.
Tell her about V. Tell her about everything.
Amy,
It's Butcher.
Fucking run, Huey!
Oh. He was explaining.
Fuck were you thinking coming here?
I didn't ask for your help.
Oh, no. Everything went bad. Oh, man. I now have a new episode for most amount of notes taken. Fuck me, that was a dense episode. Where do I start? Yeah, so like stuff went to shit. You know, that was really the only way it was going to go after everyone got outed last episode. I completely forgot about the fact that Homelander would tell the Seven and Starlight would be there. I just completely forgot about that. All I was thinking about is that Homelander would recognize them. And then I saw Star sitting there and I was like, oh, fuck. So, like, Are they going to need the soups now? Because the terrorists have one? Like, was that intentional? Because, like, could that be what they were doing with Kimiko? Is it Kimiko or Kimiko? I think they've said it both ways on the show. I'm going to say Kimiko. I feel like that might be what they were going to try and do with Kimiko. So it could be. I'm assuming it's Vought that did that, because Stillwell was like, problem. So I'm assuming they did that, like, you know, create supervillains so that they would need to be needed. Yeah, I was waiting for Homelander to just roll up at the end and just save Stillwell, but that would kind of destroy their image and shit. So that wasn't going to happen. And we got finally some backstory on Becca and actually what happened. I'm still unsure if it was rape. You know, I don't think we got a definitive answer yet. It could definitely still be either or. You know, with the thing that kind of made me more lean towards she wasn't. Because when she left the room on the CCTV, when she left the room, she didn't seem that distraught, but she kind of did at the same time. You know, it could have been either or. It could have been guilt as well for cheating on her husband. And the thing that made me kind of think maybe it's not rape is if Homelander seemed genuinely concerned. You know, he seemed interested in an affectionate way, trying to figure out what happened to her. And if he had raped her, he wouldn't have acted like that, you know? But that's just me. I hope we get a definitive answer. I assume we will. It could have been a thing where maybe this was an ongoing thing. Maybe it wasn't a once-off. And that could be a thing. If Butcher and Homelander ever do come face-to-face again, now that Butcher knows who he is, Butcher could now that Homelander knows who he is, he could be confronted by Butcher, and Butcher could say it, and then he'd be like, that's not what happened at all, you know? Her death was fucking brutal. I know we saw a little bit of it, but like the baby drowned in the blood and clawed its way out of her. Jesus, this episode had the most shocking scenes so far. So many of them in one episode. Like I think my jaw was just on the floor for the entire episode. It was cool. It was cool seeing a less hateful Butcher as well in the flashbacks. You know, like he was kind of shocked, and he was like, when Mallory was talking to him at the end, he was kind of shocked, and he was like, but they're superheroes. You know, you could the way it was played and written, you could tell it was a very different Butcher, and they've really established that you know how much he has changed and the hate that he has for these. I know it wasn't defined in this episode; it was done previously, but I just liked the contrast of his character in the flashbacks and the flash forwards. Also, one of the best ways to show a flashback I think I've ever seen in anything was in this episode when Butcher was punching Mesmer, and Mesmer was getting the flashes, but it was the slow-mo punch. It was fucking, the whole sequence was just incredible. And then Butcher grabbing him like this, and Mesmer obviously saw what he was going to do to him and that he was just going to destroy him regardless, you know. That was well done. And then that absolutely brutal scene. I was happy to have Haley on the show, and he's gone. R.I.P. Mesmer. That was brutal. And the Mallory stuff, I had guessed that it tied in with Becca's disappearance. And it was confirmed this episode. I kind of thought that it wasn't after last episode. I thought they were going to be two separate things. But they're definitely affected by it. Like, I wonder now, did Mallory maybe know fully what was going on and orchestrated this? You know, maybe she had the vendetta and she not orchestrated it. Obviously stuff happened, but maybe she twisted the lies. That's another side of things that made me think that it wasn't a rape, because she presented it to him, and she obviously could have put her own narrative spin on it. You know, maybe she had the whole story. Maybe she knew what happened with her death. Maybe she knew everything that happened and decided to twist it. I don't know exactly why yet. I don't know what her full agenda was, and this is all hypothetical, obviously. But if that is the case, it could be a thing. It could be a thing. I was thinking for a while they might have used doppelganger in some way, because at the start when Homelander was asking her about Becca, it almost seemed like, obviously he was curious because he didn't know what happened, but I was like, maybe he didn't rape her, maybe it was like fucking doppelganger or someone setting something up or whatever, I don't know. Obviously that wasn't the case. Just to go back to the Mesmer and Butcher scene for a minute, the bit of him, Mesmer running and Butcher just walking after him was fucking badass. That was so badass, such a Butcher thing to do. I was waiting for someone else to be there to help him, but no, he just fucking, because he promised him, he said, "You talk, I'm gonna fucking wreck you." And he did what he said he was gonna do. All of the deep stuff this episode was excellent. I'm sorry, but like, I hate the deep. You know, I hate him because of stuff that he's done and just who he is. But I love his scenes, you know. The bit with the lobster was just so fucking funny. I knew it was coming. And it was still just so funny. He got a taste of his own medicine again. That scene was horrible. His gills looked so disgusting. But they were, like, the CG on him was so well done. It was gross. It was so gross. And the woman just, like, it was graphic and it was disgusting. You know, I was actually thinking in the scene, I was like, he's stronger than her. Surely he's stronger than her. Why is he just letting her do this? But like realistically, had he done something, hypothetically, he pushed her off of him, right? She gets injured. He's fucked, you know? He's just out of a sexual harassment case, a sexual assault case, I should say. And then she leaves and she's like, the Deep just did this to me. So it's nice that he got a taste of his own medicine. It was hard to watch because of how gross his gills were. I never thought about him having gills either. Yeah, it was gross. I'm glad he got a bit of his own medicine, but it was a hard scene to watch. Maeve is drinking again. I noticed that. I liked all of the scenes. I liked Maeve this episode. You know, I liked her standing up to Homelander for Starlight. That was good. I wonder if it's the drink that's doing that, or if she is just, if she took kind of what Starlight did and said to her, and what Starlight did to Stillwell, kind of listening to it and acting on it. Instead of just rolling over, you know, which is cool. That would be cool. Also, just going back to the Deep scene. There's 2 failed rescues he's had now with with fish and sea creatures. I just thought that was funny. Yeah, I like the stuff with Maeve. Like, it was clear that Starlight didn't know, you know. Homelander was just pushing her, and he probably would have done something, so I'm glad that Maeve stepped in. The scene, like, Black Noir is just so good, and he hasn't said a word. I love every scene he's in, and he hasn't said a word. When Homelander is there bitching about everyone, then he turns and goes, "Black Noir, you're cool." And Black Noir is just sitting there, and he's like, not knowing what the fuck is going on. Oh man, he's so good. He's so chill. I love it. Yeah, so, like, shit is over. Shit has hit the fan next episode. I don't know what they're going to do. I like the backstory on Homelander as well. Small backstory. A lot of my theories on him are obviously false. The stuff with the blue blanket is obviously true. That is a thing from his past, and it probably reminds him of everything that happened. I wonder, all like the tests and the experiments, I wonder if what happened to Homelander, if that's the reason why they're just giving the kids back to the parents now. You know, obviously he was taken away from his mother and looked after in this facility where he was closely monitored and experimented on, or whatever. He was brought up by, I didn't catch the guy's name, but I wonder if that's why they obviously don't do that anymore. You know, they give the people back to their parents. Because he was a failed experiment. You know, he's just a fucking psychopath. I got some of my theories right on him, but I was thinking that he might have been the first and everything was derived from him, but obviously not. Although something like that could still possibly be there, but I don't know. Probably not now. We got another name drop of Edgar. I don't know who Edgar is. I don't think we've seen him yet. He's obviously the head of something. Is he the head of Vought? Is he the overall owner? Because I know Stillwell is running it. She's like the director or whatever, right? So I wonder if we'll see Edgar. I said I'd say that again just because he got another name drop. He's getting like a few name drops sprinkled throughout season 1. So yeah. So A-Train. A-Train. He has to consume 3,000 calories an hour. I don't know if that's just because he was running or if that's what he has to constantly take in. I like that aspect when they kind of point that out because it makes sense. You know, they did it in the Flash as well, both in the show and the comics. You know, it's you're burning, like your body's moving so much faster. You need to have more a bigger calorie intake. So I just thought it's cool when they point that stuff out. You know, what happened to him was brutal. He was just jonesing for another hit. So that was smart. It was a smart play by Huey. Excuse me. Smart play by Huey to bring the V and to blackmail him like that, and then having fucking Kimiko come in and bust his leg. I mean, she busted his leg. We don't know what happened to him, because Huey was off somewhere else then. A few scenes later, so like, did they leave him there, or did they tie him up somewhere or capture him? Because if they capture him, they have to Homelander proof the room again, so that he won't be able to see them. Yeah, the scenes with him and Huey were good. Like, I can see A-Train's point of view, but what he was saying was fucking ridiculous, you know? That Huey started all this, and he killed her. You know, he killed Pop, which is not true at all. Like, the side I can see from A-Train is that A-Train technically did kill Robin on purpose, whereas Huey made a conscious decision to kill Translucent and come after them, you know? So they're both murderers. The difference is that Huey made the conscious decision. He made the decision, whereas A-Train killed her on accident. Now, the flip side of that is A-Train's a fucking dick, and he was joking about killing her the next day or whatever, like a few days after. You know, they caught him on the security cameras talking about it, joking about it, didn't give a fuck. So that flips it. Also, he killed Popclaw. You know what I mean? I understand the fact that Homelander ordered him to do it, you know? Could he have hidden her? If he loved her as much as he said and acted like, surely he could have tried to hide her. Homelander probably would have wanted a body. You know what I mean? Because it was broadcast in the news, right? I'm pretty sure we saw it broadcast in the news, or the news of it got out somewhere. But I mean, he didn't fucking love her that much. You know what I mean? If he would just go and kill her instead of trying, you know, he's just terrified of Homelander. You know what I mean? But to blame Huey for that is ridiculous. But I love that whole scene between him. You know, it was very good. Yeah, I loved this episode. It's just so much happened. One episode left. I cannot fucking wait. This was incredible. This was an incredible episode. Again, I'm saying it every episode. This show is incredible. I left it downstairs. I've actually bought the first omnibus of The Boys. I think it's volumes 1 and 2. So I'm going to start reading the comics. I have friends who have both read the comics and the show, and they said they're pretty different. You know, they have some plot points, but for a lot of stuff it's similar plot points, but for a lot of stuff it's very different. So I said I'd read it. I'll probably still stay behind the show. I don't know if it's written structurally the same, you know. Does it start at the same point in a season 1, volume 1, or volume 1 and 2, or I don't know. I'm not going to look it up, obviously. I'm just gonna start reading it, but I'll probably read volume 1 after I finish the next episode and kind of judge then if I'll continue, because I still want to watch the show as fresh as possible, you know. I'm excited. I said I'd bring that up because I was talking about possibly getting the comics. I'll show it next episode. Yeah, so thank you very much, guys, for watching. Again, another incredible episode. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode in the comments below. We will be back next week with another reaction to The Boys. I'm also doing WandaVision and Castlevania as well, so if you're interested in any of them, check them out. I'm also streaming Alien Isolation every Monday at the moment, and we're towards the end of the game, I think. And when I'm done that, I'm probably going to do Detroit Become Human or The Medium. It's a new horror game. It's on Game Pass. I have it downloaded and ready to go. But people have been asking me for Detroit Become Human, so I might do that as well. Yeah, I think that's it. Thank you again, and we'll see you next time. Later.
Pull me from the ashes so I could soothe your frightened mind and let our souls collide. Rising tide so we can ride away upon a tumbling wave.